12th of April has finally come around and we're allowed to go travelling as long as our accommodation is self-contained, which of course a motorhome is. Travelling from Chester to the northeast involves going over the top of the Pennines on the M62, and as you can see there's still a slight dusting of snow on the top of the peaks. In the run-up to the getaway day, I thought it would be useful to put the vehicle onto a weighbridge and just check what the overall weight was, as well as the weight on the two axles. The garage of the motorhome is now full, and I made sure that the water, gas and diesel tanks were full too, so that the weight would be indicative of how I usually travelled. Finding your nearest weighbridge is quite simple. Just search on the internet on the gov.uk website. Drive on fully for the first measurement, then reverse back so that just your front axle is on the weighbridge. Then drive forward until just your rear axle is being weighed. The cost is negligible, and for what it's worth, my total weight was 3,300 kilograms, 200 kilograms below maximum, and fairly evenly spread between the two axles. I now know that I'll be able to take additional passengers to the approximate tune of 2 rugby prop forwards or 3 ballerina-sized individuals. 12th of April, we're away from Cheshire, where I've spent the last lockdown since the 4th of January, staying with friends on their drive, to whom I'm eternally grateful. Come back to check on my parents in Saltburn by Sea, North Yorkshire coast, near Middlesbrough and Redcar, Whitby just a bit further east on the coast. Just had a walk down the Valley Gardens, and we're now approaching the seafront. Somebody must have known I was coming. Another nice day. It's Wednesday the 14th of April. Need to see my parents are okay. Still stuck outside their door, but today I thought I'd just have a quick drive along to South Gare. Driving down into Redcar. Actually passing on the left where my old sixth form college used to be. No sign of it now. Total housing estate, this area now. Eating into the green belt. Familiar sights of the wind turbines as we approach South Gare. Teesside Steelworks on the left, just past it. See it again in a second. Here we are at Lowdhams, Friday the 16th of April, and I've just dropped the van off to sort the head unit out and get the snaggings done. Give me a hire car, so might as well go and do some shopping, see some friends, come back pick it up at the end of the day. Heading up towards Mamtor, nice day, plenty of traffic around as you'd expect. After a weekend spent seeing friends in Belper, it was off to Mamtor, just north of Castleton in the High Peaks. We stayed on the lower road nearer to Castleton for a couple of days. On Wednesday I headed back to Mamtor but this time stayed on the top road at Blue John Cavern. A number of YouTube regulars were there, and a very friendly bunch they were too. In other news, the chastity of my motorhome has been taken by a sticky fanny. Leaving Mamtor on Thursday the 22nd, I made my way over to the Doncaster area, where I'd checked in for a couple of days at Willow Fields campsite. Saturday, it was time to check on the parents again, so I made my way to Saltburn and actually managed to watch some live sport with a pint in my hand. It really feels as though the restrictions are lifting. That's been my story of the 2 weeks since we were allowed out to play, flitting across the north of England, visiting parents and meeting some nice new people. It's been fun getting to know the van, all the little quirks. Next week or two I intend to be pootling up the northeast coast towards the Scottish border, so if anybody's out that way, keep your eyes out for me and say hello. Please remember to like this video and to leave a comment. You can subscribe to my channel. All you need is a YouTube account and an email address is all that's required to set one up, and it's free. By subscribing and hitting the bell symbol, you'll be notified every time I release a new video. Thanks for watching. Take care.